Xiaomi's launched yet another phone in China today, the Redmi S2, and this video is about everything you need to know about this phone and my thoughts on Xiaomi's new direction. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech, and before we begin, here's a card to our latest giveaway. I will also leave a link to it in the description below. And while you're down there, hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our daily content. The Redmi 4 Prime, the Redmi Note 4, the Redmi Note 4X, the Mi Max 2, the Redmi 5 Plus, the Indian Redmi Note 5, the Mi 5X, the Mi A1 and the Mi Max 2 Prime. Now what do all these phones have in common? No, you don't get to say these are Xiaomi phones. We know they are Xiaomi phones. I'm just asking you what else do they have in common? They all share the same SoC. Now, almost 2-year-old Snapdragon 625. Xiaomi seems to have an endless supply of this chip and refuse to move past it. The Redmi S2 happens to be Xiaomi's 10th phone in under 2 years to be powered by the same exact chip. As expected, it comes in two flavors, 332 and 464. So why does the S2 even exist? The Redmi S2 was for long rumored to be the phone to sport Xiaomi's second-gen chip. The first-gen chip was called the Surge S1. That meant the second-gen chip would be Surge S2. The chip was leaked to be announced at MWC, but that didn't really happen. It was supposed to be on the Mi 6X. That didn't really happen either. But now when we started hearing rumors of a Redmi S2, well, Surge S2, Redmi S2, it kind of makes sense, right? But no, Xiaomi's gone with the Snapdragon 625 yet again here. If I was into conspiracy theories, I'd tell you Xiaomi built this phone for the Surge S2, but for some reason they haven't been able to get the Surge S2 out. So they decided to throw in the one chip they had the most of, Snapdragon 625. Now this is pure speculation. So moving on to facts. The price. The S2 is priced equal to the Redmi 5 Plus, so it starts at 999 yuan or about 10,000 Indian rupees. So what is the unique selling point here? Well, Xiaomi says the S in this phone stands for selfies. It's got a 16 megapixel selfie camera. Xiaomi threw in a good amount of AI keywords at the presentation. Xiaomi also mentioned doing something similar to what Huawei has done with their quad Bayer filter on the 40 megapixel primary camera. You know how they combine 4 pixels to get more light in? Xiaomi says they're doing something similar for the selfie camera too. Then there are the dual rear cameras, a 12 megapixel primary and a 5 megapixel depth sensor, and we've got MIUI 9.5 built on top of Android 8 Oreo with face unlock, of course. The rest remains the same. We've got a metal build, a 5.99-inch HD Plus display, so the Redmi 5's resolution on the Redmi 5 Plus's display size. But surprisingly, with only a 3080 mAh battery like the smaller Redmi 5. I'm so confused by Xiaomi mixing and matching specs to come up with new, more confusing lines. What do you think? Well, think about it for a minute before you answer. We've got the Redmi Y1, Y1 Lite, Note, Note Pro, Redmi, Redmi Plus, so many lines of Redmis today, and most of these have different names in China and India, so that's more complications. And they all look the same with very similar specs. It's just so confusing. A few years back, one of the things I absolutely loved about Xiaomi was the fact that their lines were clear. Unlike a Samsung or Asus, you had the Redmi for entry-level compact, Redmi Note for entry-level larger screen, the Mi for flagship compact, and the Mi Note for flagship large screen. It was simple. Then they had the Mi Mix, which is also fine. It was like, bezel-less and all that. I loved it, you loved it. Xiaomi didn't even have to market it. The phone sold like hotcakes. But today, let's take Xiaomi in China. At around the 10k mark or the 1000 yuan mark, they have the Redmi S2, the Redmi 5 Plus, the Redmi Note 5, the Redmi 5. That's 4 phones, all current gen. I'm not even taking into account the older phones that are available, right? In India, again, talking just current gen, around the 10k mark, we've got the Redmi 5, the Redmi Note 5 and the Redmi Y1. Now that's 3 phones. And given all the phones that Xiaomi has in this segment with so little demarcation between both, I feel Xiaomi's gotten boring. Given all the Snapdragon 625 chips and recycled designs, I really for the life of me do not understand why a phone like the Redmi Note 5 has availability issues so many months after launch. Now, love or hate Xiaomi, a few years back, at least on the spec sheet on paper, there was nothing that could match a Redmi with regards to value for money. But today we are already seeing brands like Asus with the Zenfone Max Pro and Oppo with the rumored Realme 1 who seem to have much more interesting, better value for money offerings. If a year back someone told me, don't buy a Redmi, buy a Oppo with a MediaTek chip, I mean, what would you have done? You'd have called them crazy, right? But today, if rumors of the Realme 1 coming with a P60 turn out to be true, it's not that insane to think about, right? Now, I'm not saying Xiaomi is no good anymore, they suck. No, far from it. The Redmi Note 5 Pro was awesome. The Mi 5X, the Mi A1, now that was our pick all through last year for the best camera phone under 15K. The Black Shark is so damn innovative. We'll be unboxing that tomorrow. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Don't miss out on that video. It's a insane phone, it's amazing. I absolutely adore it. The Mi 7 seems to be shaping up real fine. The Mi Mix 2S, that was excellent. But the last 6 months, especially in that budget segment, Xiaomi's been getting a little stale, a little boring. The customer focus, the clarity they had in the past, the way they tried to give end consumers the best value possible and the goodwill they created, I feel all that's missing these days. At least in this segment, Xiaomi started to feel very Samsung-y, and that's never a good thing, right? I like Xiaomi and I really hope they turn it around soon. Do you agree? What do you feel about so many lines, so many Snapdragon 625s? Let us know in the comments below. So that's it for this quick opinion video. If you hated it, you know what to do. But if you did like it, if you want to spread the message, if you wanted to reach Xiaomi, share this video, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment telling me what you think about all this. And if you do want to see more videos from us, including the Black Shark unboxing coming tomorrow, hit that subscribe button down below. If you've already subscribed, hit that bell icon, turn on notifications. And now I must bid you adieu. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Tech and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.